allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Before Mr. Platt starts the attendance roll call, the swearing in of Officer Dugan will be put on hold until next month. He was unexpectedly called to work. Mr. Platt.
Yes. Mayor,
Here.
President First.
Here.
Vice President Capobianco. Here. Mr. Bull.
Here.
Mr. Costa.
Here.
Mrs. Giannakis.
Here.
Mrs. Haynes. Scruggs. Chief McEwen.
Here.
Mr. Wills.
Here.
Ms. Katana. Here. Marcy.
Here.
Junior council is one hiatus. That's it.
Super. I'll entertain a motion to accept the June 2025.
I will make a motion to pass last month's minutes.
Any questions on the motion? All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? So moved. Mr. Secretary, do you have any correspondence?
I have one email. Title is Why is Company Blocking Your Street Without? Hello, today on 7/14, the street was entirety any drive. Again, people need their trees cut, but you can't block the whole street without a permit. And as you see, there are not only did they block the entrance off Tom Sweeney, they blocked driveways. Two, refused to discuss moving their truck. If I did this as a resident, I'd be fined. You guys should require permits for this and require the company blocking to notify neighbors in advance. The company is Steady Tree Service. Can we do something about this in this block? Enough our speed bumps be taken away, but Tom Sweeney through traffic on its best day. Random companies blocking driveways create this happen. Parkside Borough nitpicked my plumbers and made we needed our drain done. So why didn't it apply to this company too? And it's from Carol Pierce. And that is all I have.
Thank you. Mayor's report?
Thank you, President. Crimes reported in June, there were 2. Calls of service, 124. Most prevalent, emergency 5. Suspicious persons, 13. Building check, 18. Assistant agencies, 11. Domestic, 6. Service calls, which were alarms, 6. Traffic issues, 8. Accidents, 2. Motor vehicle stop, 20. Traffic citations, 9. Warnings, 17. Non-traffic citations, 0.
Super. Any questions for the mayor? Moving on to the fire company.
The fire company made 41 responses for the month of 4 fires, 14 medical calls, 8 hazardous conditions, 2 service calls, 1 good intent call, 9 false alarm calls, 3 special incidents. It's a deep regret to say that our member Jack Wilson passed away. The member set the duty this month to escort his body to and from the morgue and do traffic detail for his vigil the next day. Our members will be attending a funeral for him on Friday. Food pantries at the fire company every other week on Thursday. Fundraising committee held its 3rd annual summer slam. And that's what I have for that.
Thank you. We have no citizens this evening unless you know, you would like to say. We're going to keep going, Matt. This report. I'd like to remind the residents, because of the close proximity to the homes, fireworks are illegal in our borough. Please don't wait 2 days to call the police. If it's ongoing, please dial 911 and notify our police chief. The majority of our insurance renewal forms have been forwarded to our insurance carrier. I'd like to thank the secretary for all his help. I would ask that each committee and our police department give an update to our communications committee person for the next addition to the newsletter. It would be nice to have our residents see what projects council is doing. Mayor, maybe you can get some recreation for those emergencies. I'm thinking 4th of July,
Well, yeah, we've had,
Easter.
we've had like days this year.
Mhm.
So,
Okay.
it'll be nice to get
And-
in there.
We'll have the road program, which can be submitted for our newsletter. And Chief, if you could get a photo with you and the mayor and our new officer. I understand he was officially sworn in, so we can start training.
Yes.
Along with the dog crates.
Yes.
The little mini hotel for the dogs. I think that council should be more involved with their committees and get that reported in the newsletter. So I'd appreciate it if everybody would submit something. I'm sorry, Mrs. Gates is not here. Briefly, I'd like to thank the mayor, Allison, and all the volunteers for a wonderful 4th of July event. It wasn't as warm as last year, but you guys did a great job, and I thank the Berkshire community. Thank you. And that's all I have, so we'll keep it short, keep it moving. Mr. Gould, you have finances tonight.
Madam President, ladies and gentlemen, correspondence tomorrow, Trigger Simpson, date July 11th, meeting July 16th, 2025. All bank accounts are reconciled through June 30th, 2025. We're including the bank reconciliations and statements for all reconciled funds for council's approval. The general fund for the month of June, $13,566.31 was deposited into TD Bank, with expenses of $4,191.51 were paid. During this time, $70,498.55 were received into General Bank's general fund account, and $134,220.25 of expenses were paid, including payroll and related expenses of $57,202.52. Year-to-date interest income across all accounts totals $11,718.32, below the bank balances for the bank statement on June 30th, 2025. General account, Sharon Bank, balance $48,916. General account TD Bank, $102,581.63. General account Pliget, $494,009.76. The rest have been reconciled and in the anomalies. I would like to make a motion to pass this month's treasury.
Any questions on the motion? All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed?
Madam President, moving along, I would like to make a motion to pay the bills.
Any questions on the motion? Favor? Aye. All those opposed?
Thank you, Madam President. It is working really well. Happens that you have bring their bills in, and I believe having it reconciled month to month will avoid any of that significant overlap in having type sort of reconciliations. I would like to move along to the open space report. There was significant storm damage in the wood lot. Ryan did a fantastic job of cleaning up the trails and keeping it moving along. There were 2 trees that are at the bottom of the hill of Burton that have twisted, and the top has remained attached, and it's beyond what Ryan is. Well, I wouldn't want him to do it anyway. It's sketchy. So I did reach out to a few people, and they did have $1,400 to remove the 2 trees in their entirety. And I would like to make a motion to basically accept that. You know, I know we've been trying to put tight on money, but if anybody's been down there, it's over park benches. It's being called by Ryan, and I think it should be done. It's not back in the trees.
Safety issue.
So But I do want to leave that up to council because I spending to as possible without getting people killed.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Any questions or concerns? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed?
Everything was really nice. The Memorial Guard is moving along as far as some of those good things. I think we're gonna get down there to, I mean, we've been lucky with the rain. And we're gonna do a little bit more mulching and perhaps grassing in the upper section until, maybe fall or something like that. And then stabilize everything. And I think it looks nice. So,
Maybe we can get a photo of the barn.
absolutely.
Show people it's progressive.
So it's rounding home as far as that. It's an asset to the borough at this point. It's developed. So with that, I will report general progress.
Any questions for Mr. Bull? Moving on, Mr. Costigan, Jimmy.
I just want to report that I will be reaching out. Obviously, we want to thank our junior council members for their years of service, but they're all seniors, so we need some new members for next year. So I'll be reaching out to counselors, teachers there to see if we can recruit some members.
They can hear quickly by the time they start school again. Thank you, Mr. Costigan. Recreation, Mayor?
President, Recreation just wants to thank everybody that participated in the July parade. The weather was quite nice, compared to the past couple of years when it's been something degrees. We have some upcoming events, the National Night Out for police officers, if anybody wants to join. August 5th. Our senior citizens social is September 27th, 1 to 4 p.m. Our retreat is in October, and our holiday party is in November. We're all good with that. If anybody takes any pictures of our recreation events, tag us, Parks and Rec 2025, and you can always talk with our events. Committee, Borough official page, events, and you can also email us if you have any questions. 9015@gmail.com. Please looking for volunteers, and that's all I have to say.
Thank you. You've got a good group.
Yes.
Public Safety, Vice President Capabianco.
Madam President, I would make a motion to authorize the Civil Service Commission to create an eligibility list for the position of full-time patrol officer. Second.
Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? So moved.
Code enforcement, general progress, inspection, progress.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
This is correct, Lee? Okay. We're moving on to Public Works and Property.
Just something real quick, thank you, Madam President. Nothing big this time, just the grass hasn't slowed down. Well, the crazy rain, like, I'm texting Ryan, and it's just, I'm doing it. And then, of course, it's just keeping up cleaning the storm drains and all that stuff, storms, and then to what Mr. Gould said, trees and any damage and stuff, so he's really been doing a great job. And then also, he actually asked me to see if we could get a deadline from Ms. Haynes to find out what the next cutoff would be for, submitting any articles or information for our committees through the newsletter, because Ryan would like to have. I know it sounds like it's so far away, but it's really not. So we need to pick up schedule put in the next newsletter. So I'll coordinate with her, and then I'll get the schedule from Ryan so we can get it in there, because people always really start to ask about that, early on. And then just lastly, when we had our 4th of July event, which was great, we had a couple of residents and a handful of people, including volunteers that were just asking about the sewer that's out in front of the borough hall that I guess it decides when it wants to be fragrant and when it doesn't. So there's nothing necessarily wrong with that problem, it's just why it's just kind of reinforcing that some things are worse than others, and something that we've lived with for a while now, you know. So I just wanted to let everybody know there wasn't an issue with that. That was just the case. And that's it. As always, if anybody has any questions, I'll this directly.
Super. Thank you very much, and thank Ryan for us. Mr. Smith, leave a report.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. For the fire marshal, no call outs. Management, none. There are 4 businesses went out of business last year. Blessed, Beans, State Farm, and M&M Lounge Fashions. 1 business failed to apply for safety inspection. Shop. Parkside Elementary is inspected in August. Only units left are those of Elwyn. Schedule. We got an email address that I will be sending a letter requesting to set up for inspections. The remainder is complete. That's all I have.
Recycling, Mr. Costigan?
Yes, Madam President, for the month of June, 2 tons of trash, 22.5 tons of recycling.
Communications to Mrs. Haynes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just keeping it going. Keep it going. That happened.
I'm in the final month of my EMT certification. Support. It's been a demanding but meaningful experience that will help me serve our residents more effectively. Thank you to Ryan for delivering all newsletters by June 27th. These updates are a key part of keeping our community informed. Council members, please send me any submissions for the fall newsletter by the end of September so it can reach parents in time for the new school year. Theo continues to provide a great service by streaming our meetings and maintaining our website and Facebook page. His work ensures transparency and access for residents who can't attend in person. Lastly, there is still a communication gap between the borough and the fire department that needs to be addressed. Rebuilding that connection is important for coordination and trust, and I remain committed to helping make that happen. Respectfully, Councilwoman Sarah Haynes.
Thank you. We're gonna move on. Did you also have a?
I do. Actually, when I came back tonight, he won't. I want to. June 18th, 2025 to July 6th, 2023. Treasurer has received a total of $1,406,695.54 to date. There was $22,983.04 in revenue from June 18th, 2025 to July 16th, 2025. Regards, Ed Fisher. And just an FYI, we can check 22, give it to Marcy.
I know you're not gonna do the engineer's report.
No, it's right? Chief's report, Bob. What's that? Chief's report.
I was about to say that.
That's good chat, yeah. Thank you. Just a few things you have on your agenda this evening. The road program award, we had 2 bids. Ann Damon, who did the work last year, and Innovative Construction Services out of Fallcroft. Bids were rather close, so about $1,000 between the 2 bids. F. Damon was the low bid at $39,260. That was our recommendation for award. We need to get that moving and the 399 moving. We are in jeopardy of losing the county. We have to have everything into NDOT as quick as possible. Project's supposed to be finished in September 30th, so I don't know how that's gonna work. Edgemont Avenue, I spoke to Avenue, they're getting materials or connectors to the plant that are required, and they are about 6 months out. So I'm expecting that I should know some within the next 2 weeks is what Les is telling me. I sent additional information to DCED for the HVAC reimbursement. Hopefully, with the information that I've provided them, we're good to go with that reimbursement. The police station report, I spoke to Usman Engineering, who is now Rise Engineering. Within the month, Brian is putting the report together, and he said he'll have it for us in August. Probably will send somebody back out to take a look at the report too, by the way. I believe that's all I have. We got notifications of the Pico Green region, $5,000 for the mental health gardens and the garden trees and lot. I don't know when we'll see that check. They sent a notification. It just said we'll be in touch for the. So, words. I'm not sure when that is going to be. We want to mention that we're getting close to the end of the year, and every November we have hearing. The borough, if you recall, the area and that nothing has changed. We do have eligibility for work within the borough. Even as something just surface or replacing storm sewers, things like that can be included as eligible within the eligibility area. So I think if anybody has anything that you're concerned about, like first off, issue with orders and so there really should be no need. Got to talk about that. But I think if anybody has any ideas, please let me know. The typical ones through servicing. I think we probably resurfaced half of the community public library over the years. So that's all I have, unless anyone has any questions.
Did they project the Edgewood Avenue project by August 1st?
Oh, yeah.
Only because September's coming corner for.
Yeah, and he doesn't think that, he thinks it's completed. So I don't even think it's gonna be that long.
And as the map has changed for CDBG, can you send us an email as to what area it's changed? Because we could possibly do servicing. I mean, the inlets are so expensive. They
Yeah.
project.
I thought maybe I had it here, but I don't. I'll send it back out.
Just send it, yeah. Does anybody have anything else for the engineer? Moving on to the solicitor's report. If you read, or should we pass it down? Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Madam President, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The July 16th Solicitor's Report is as follows. Number one concerns 3903 Edgewater Avenue. A prospective tenant for this particular property recently filed an application for a commercial zoning permit to utilize the property as a hair salon. Property is situated in the borough's C2 commercial zoning district. And pursuant to the Parkside zoning code, the operation of a hair salon is a permitted use in the district. Accordingly, the zoning permit was in fact issued. The tenant is now required to obtain a certificate of occupancy from the borough prior to the operation of the open public or business. Number two, I have recently drafted a memorandum of understanding between the borough and Lodge number 27 of the Fraternal Order of Police, which modifies the collective bargaining agreement between the borough and the Dodge. Particular amendment would provide that the borough may grant an unpaid leave of absence for up to 30 days for a full-time patrol officer. The decision to grant an unpaid leave of absence shall be subject to the discretion and approval of the borough exclusively, and not subject to grievance or arbitration. Now, this memorandum of understanding, which I have drafted, is subject to a vote for approval this evening under Borough Council's new business. 3, the Delaware County Tax Claim Tax Sale. This is an annual tax sale for delinquent properties that is scheduled up at the Delaware County Courthouse on September the 18th. There are 5 properties in the borough that are subject to tax sale that also have various municipal liens assessed against the properties. These liens total in excess of $12,000, which includes penalties, court costs, interest, and attorney's fees. Now, my office has notified the tax claim of the identity of these particular properties and the amount of those particular municipal liens, so they may be recovered at the time of the tax sale as part of the proceeds of the initial sale. And with that, Madam President, I can report.
Any questions for the solicitor? Does anybody, Miss Kathy, do you want to speak to council? Call the citizens if anybody wants to speak to council.
Bring the noise, we know.
We will move on. Does anybody have any old business? New business? We will have a motion to approve the 2025 road program award to A.M. Damon in the amount of $31,260.
So moved.
Move a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? So moved. We would ask that we get the contracts ready as soon as possible so we can keep this project moving. There's a motion, I'll ask for the MOU that Mr. Wilson signed, which is with the FOP granting 30-day unpaid leave of absence for any full-time officers. Look for a motion.
Second.
Any questions on the motion? All those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Does anybody have any new business that we did not?
Madam President, if I may, just one moment, the longtime resident and Archdiocese Calhoun, Elizabeth Taylor, passed away unexpectedly last Thursday, and I'd like to send our condolences from the Borough Council and to the family. Mr. Taylor has been a part of this mission, a few Eagle Scouts.
James said, right?
Yes.
Already said, I knew Mr. and Mrs. Taylor. I've not seen them in years, but very lovely.
I believe the funeral is tomorrow at 11. Integrity at Shropshire. I'd say the last one, right by Limbo Orchards. So I just know that. So thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Doug. She was a lovely person, very kind. She was so excited to have her 2 grandbabies.
She was my pool buddy.
Yeah. We were all pretty sad by her passing. On that note, does anybody have anything else new?
I just have one thing mainly for anybody watching. Visit Delco. We noticed 100 of their little pamphlets on things happening in Delco. If anybody wants one, stop by the office. They're on the list.
Thank you. Then I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Thank you, everyone.
7:29.
Yeah, it's definitely not.